Across Charlotte concerned in the rise in crimes involving teens. CMPD reported more than 3,000 arrests involving young people last year. That is up 34% from the previous year. Another issue CMPD says it is having, keeping these teenagers in custody after they've committed a crime. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre is in Uptown tonight with a look at the detention process for teens.
CMPD says the department is committed to making sure teens who commit crimes are held accountable for their actions. But even after a teen is arrested, sometimes police have no choice but to release them back to their parents or guardian.
There is a definite epidemic of juvenile-related violence in Charlotte right now.
In 2023 alone, 108 teens were named suspects in shootings, up 33% from 2022.
We're finding out more and more that conflicts, particularly among young people, are not being settled with words or even fists, but rather with the pull of a trigger.
In some cases, if teens commit a crime and are under 18, police can request a secure custody order from the Department of Juvenile Justice to hold the teen in detention.
But it's kind of a judgment call. The judge is going to be presented with evidence from the prosecutors, the juvenile prosecutors, and the juvenile's attorney.
Attorney Timothy Cannady says after hearing the evidence, a judge weighs in on a list of criteria, including if the teen is a danger to themselves or the public, in order to grant a secure custody order or not.
This particular juvenile deserves it because of the nature of the crime, what their prior record looks like. Are they already on some kind of custody agreement?
But not all orders are approved. Just a few weeks ago, police arrested a 15-year-old who allegedly participated in the disturbance on New Year's Eve in Uptown. The teen was charged with having a gun and resisting a public officer. Police say the teen had recently cut off his ankle monitor. Despite this, a secure custody order was denied by the Department of Juvenile Justice, so he was released back to his family. CMPD Chief Johnny Jennings says incidents like these are far too common.
We are far too often missing the boat on that, because when you talk about a juvenile who's been arrested 20, 30 times and still out roaming the streets even before they have a court hearing on their cases, then I think that's a failure for that juvenile and for our community.
As CMPD gets more cases involving teens, so does the Department of Juvenile Justice.
Do they have enough to be able to take on the influx of numbers that we're providing to them just from the police side? And that needs to be evaluated. If not, let's get them more resources so they can deal with this. Let's pay them more staffing, whatever it takes.
Cannady says whether the teen is released to family or held in detention, they will have their day in court. He adds when it comes to juvenile crime, it is a balancing act.
Recognizing the frailty, naivete, lack of development in a juvenile versus protecting the community at large.
I reached out to the Department of Juvenile Justice to find out why some secure custody orders are approved or denied, but I have not heard back. Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.